Hi, I'm Gina Homolka, founder of Skinnytaste, and I'm so excited to be here in my kitchen today, sharing 2 recipes with you today from the Skinnytaste Meal Prep Cookbook. If at any time you have any questions during this demo, please leave a comment and I'll be sure to answer you guys later. So the first recipe I'm going to make today is roasted cauliflower shawarma wraps, and these are basically inspired by the street food chicken shawarma, only made with cauliflower. So super easy to do. We're going to start with some olive oil. I have some lemon juice here, salt, some crushed garlic, turmeric, lots of great spices. It's going to give it so much flavor. We have cumin, some smoky paprika, and a little bit of cinnamon. So just going to mix all those ingredients together, and then just going to add your cauliflower florets. And I also have some onions that I sliced up. Going to mix that in here as well. So I like to do this in a bowl. This way I could get all the spices mixed really well before putting it on the sheet pan. And this is going to roast in the oven at 450 for about 20 to 25 minutes, basically until it's golden brown. So here we go. Now I'm going to just put this out on the sheet pan. Make sure it's mixed well. Okay, and here I did half of the recipe just because I'm demoing, but for typically I would do this on a larger sheet pan, and the recipe serves 4 people. Here we go. So I'm gonna put this in the oven now. My oven's ready, and this is gonna roast. Okay, so while the cauliflower is roasting in the oven, I'm just gonna make the white sauce. And that basically starts with some yogurt. This is creamy, low-fat yogurt. You could also use some Greek yogurt.
All right, question from the audience. What if I have a different type of yogurt? How is that gonna change it?
Okay, great. So if you don't have full-fat yogurt, you could also use low-fat, fat-free, and you could even use Greek yogurt. Just make sure that you thin it out. This way it's pourable, because this is gonna be the dressing on top of your lettuce wraps. Okay, so I have my yogurt here. I'm gonna add a little bit of mayonnaise. And then I have a little bit of apple cider vinegar.
Thank you.
Sure. And then we have a little bit of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice squeezed. A little bit of kosher salt. And some sugar. Not a lot, just a little, just rounds out the flavors. And mix that all together. And this is going to be your sauce. Give this a good stir, and then add a little bit of fresh cracked pepper, and set this aside until you're ready to assemble your wraps. Okay, so this is ready, so I'm going to set this aside, and earlier I roasted some cauliflower, so I'm going to take that out of the oven now. Okay, so we have our roasted cauliflower. You can see the colors are beautiful, so golden. Smells delicious. So now we're gonna make our lettuce wraps. And you could also just serve this over rice or your favorite grain. It doesn't have to be a lettuce wrap. And I think it's kind of fun to do it on lettuce. And then you could eat with your hands. So here we have some lettuce. So I'm just going to assemble my lettuce wraps now. Leave a comment below. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Okay, so I do about a 1/4 cup of cauliflower on each wrap. And this is using bib lettuce. You could really use any lettuce you like that holds a nice cup shape. I just love the colors on this final dish. So here we have some of this flavorful cauliflower. And then we're going to top it with a little bit of shredded red cabbage. And then I have a little bit of harissa. This is already prepared, and it's a mild harissa. This gives it really great flavor. So I put a little bit over each one. And then some of the white sauce. Some of the white sauce right on top. Drizzle a little bit on each. And then we have some fresh herbs. We got some fresh mint, so this is going to give it lots of freshness. And some fresh cilantro. And there we have it. So in the cookbook, I have a serve now option where everything is plated, or I have a serve later option that helps you meal prep if you want to make this for later on during the week. So for this particular recipe, I would put the cauliflower in one separate container, and then I would put all my toppings in smaller compartments like the herbs and the cabbage. This way it doesn't wilt when you reheat it. And I also like these little meal prep containers for sauces and dressings. So I just have a variety in my cabinet of all different meal prep containers. These are great. I use these all the time, even for my daughter's lunch. She loves salads for lunch. So I usually pack her dressings in these little containers, and it's really simple to eat later. The great thing about when you follow a recipe from a book like the Skinnytaste Meal Prep, I have everything portioned out. I have them, all the recipes. I tell you the calories and all the nutritional information for each recipe, but I also have the portion sizes. So it's pretty mindless. You just follow, I tell you in cups and tablespoons how much to add to each recipe. So it's really simple. Okay, so the next recipe we're going to make is rotisserie summer chicken balls, and this utilizes a rotisserie chicken, or you can just use your own homemade roasted chicken. And one meal prep tip that I love to do is when I make a roasted chicken at home for my family, I usually just roast two, one that I'll have for dinner, and then the second one I use for meal prep for the week. So super easy. I have this chicken already deboned, took the skin off, and I'm using both the thigh and the breast meat. And now I'm going to make a smoked paprika aioli, which is really simple. Just some low fat, some light mayonnaise. I have a little bit of smoked paprika. I'm going to take some fresh lime juice. And a little bit of minced cilantro. Going to mix that all together, and this is going to be the sauce that goes on top of my bowls. And the bowls are essentially a salad. So my base of the salad, the base of the bowls are going to be these mixed greens. Just going to mix this so that it's nice and smooth. So while I'm making this, let me know if you have any questions. Okay. Here we go. So to make the salad, I am going to start with my mixed baby greens. You could really use whatever greens you like. Baby arugula would also be great, or any lettuce is fine. Then I'm going to top it with some roasted chicken. And this is probably about 4 ounces of chicken. Okay, now I have some corn that I cooked ahead. Again, lots of colors in this recipe. I love colorful food. So as you can see, we also have these beautiful heirloom tomatoes, and these are from Melissa's Produce. Just gonna top them on the salad. And I love avocado, so I'm gonna slice this up. So each recipe gets about 1/4 of an avocado, and I'm just gonna slice this. And I'll use a spoon. I'll use a spoon just to scoop it out. Place that over the salad. Okay, now we have a little bit of red onion. As you see, lots of different colors. And I finish it with the aioli. So drizzle some of this on top. If you're meal prepping, you'd want to put this on the side in a small container.
So a question from the audience, what's the best way to meal prep with salads?
Yeah, I always keep the greens separate and then put all your other elements. In this case, everything is eaten cold, but you don't want your lettuce to wilt. So I would leave that separate, and I would always pack my dressings separate as well. Avocados, I don't put on until the end. So I would actually have this cut, I put some plastic on it, I would pack it in my refrigerator and then slice it before I was ready to eat it because they'll brown fast. You could also put some lime juice on it and it'll stay fresh longer. And then a little cilantro on top for garnish. Now, if you don't like cilantro, you could totally omit it. I know not everyone is a fan. And here you go. So here's the final plate. As you can see, there's tons of color in here. And meal prep doesn't have to be complicated. Using a rotisserie chicken, you could make this in no time. This came together in under 5 minutes. Thanks for following along. It's been great cooking with you guys. Leave comments below. I'll be answering all your comments, and thanks for following along.